Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Minecraft Handbook. Now today we are back at the base, we're underneath the ground, underneath all the farms, and yeah, there's something I've been wanting to work on for a while now. Obviously, eventually I want to move my sorting system, which I have to do manually up there, to be an automatic system down here, but obviously it's going to be further down than this. But one of the steps before I do that is I actually need to throw in an automatic smelting system. And the reason I need to do that is because obviously I don't want ores floating about in my base, in my sorting system, kind of clogging the whole thing up. So I think first things first, what we're going to do is we should probably work out how we're going to do this. I'm going to run it in right next to this because I want it to be pressed up against this as much as possible. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Then I'll place in some hoppers, and so obviously these will be all the hoppers for taking away all the items that have been smelted. Yeah, let's throw these in, and I'll just remove that block there for a second. Throw that one in. Then we just need a furnace on each of these, so if we just do it like this, bam 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 bam, there we go, awesome. I can get rid of that block as well now. So obviously we want to have the hopper line running into these, so we've got to have those going on top, like so. Then we also need a line of hoppers running into it like this, and these are designed to get locked, so you can manage how many items are in each one. So obviously this is the super smelter design that I believe Mumbo came up with. I'm not sure for definite, but he certainly popularized it. So yeah, we'll run with the idea that he made it. It certainly was something that I saw on his channel first of all, but that must have been years ago now. We don't actually have enough hoppers on us. I didn't want to kind of count it all out, so that was probably a bit of a mistake from my end. Right, let's grab ourselves some more hoppers. So we're gonna not need too many more. We're probably gonna need maybe we'll grab maybe 10 just in case. I think what happened was I not accounted for the bottom row. So yeah, if we're gonna go 10 hoppers, there we go. Not sure why I made all those noises. Right, and then yeah, let's just go like that, there we go. And then chest, where is that? Make 10 chests to then we've got the hopper, the iron, so then 10 hoppers, yes. There we go, awesome. I had to really think about what I was doing then. I find it still a little bit weird trying to commentate whilst thinking heavily about what I'm doing, and I hope that's not too much of a put off for you guys. I really do enjoy commentating. It's not it's not me trying to just be silent. Right, so we've got that running across there. I think now is the best time for us to run this line in. Actually, do we want it running in there, or yeah, I guess it has to go in here. So yeah, we run it along like so. Just like that, then we can get ourselves some redstone dust, run that along there. Then we need to get rid of that for a second, and so we want to take the comparator output of this, that will then go into, if I can get it on the side of the block, there we go. Then that goes into a torch, so if it gets powered, obviously the torch depowers, and then we need a repeater to continue it. Now all of those hoppers are locked, So when an item goes down to the end, that should power that end one. I think I've done that right. I might have done it at the wrong height, but I think that's the right one. Haha. And then what I need to do is come down here, and I essentially need to do the same thing on this one. So we'll go along here like this. Yeah, there we go. So comparator out of there, take that output, then get the torch to compare it against, well, not compare it against, but invert it rather, and then redstone dust along there. Awesome. So that doesn't actually need to be there. So that should mean that now when we place so we can place a chest there and a chest there. Do we have much in terms of bamboo? Yes, we do. Okay, so I can chuck the bamboo in, and that should get dissipated out, and that shouldn't have a piece of cobble in it. That might break the system. Right, and then if we come down here, so none of the furnaces are on. Good. If we then shove some cobble in there, does that drop down? No, it does not. If we, I mean, we've got. I'll have a look at that far end. It might be that I've done it on the wrong height, which I don't know how to get to this block that I'm trying to look at. Let's just do that. Okay. So why hasn't that worked then? That's not what I anticipated happening. So there's no blocks inside the hoppers. If I take that out, yeah, it's stuck in there. I wonder if I've done this at the right height. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to quickly double check, and then I'll be back in a sec. So I double checked against what I was supposed to be building, and I have actually got it completely correct. If I look in this end one, well, as I say, as I looked in this end one, there was a stone block in there, so it had actually smelted and had technically worked correctly. But if you guys were watching, I think we put 2 blocks in there. And if we go to the end, just there we go, up here, and we get into this hopper here, there's a piece of cobble in there, and I'm not too sure what just happened to the thing that I've just, there we go. Yeah, there's a piece of cobble in there, and that is stuck in there. That's because the locking mechanism, I think, the way it works, it actually doesn't take into account all of the things. So if I throw that in there, that should then light that furnace up. So it could mean that we do have some items that stick in there, but we don't need 100% efficiency from this farm. Obviously all the other farms, they're not necessarily the most efficient designs. They are super simple and super small, hence why I like them, and I'm going to carry that through with the furnace designs. It doesn't need to be the most efficient design going. So yeah, well, I mean, if we decide we want something more like more hardcore than this, we can always build a bigger design at a later date, but for now this will do. So I guess what's now important to do is to sort out this, because I've been manually sorting these into these side chests, and then obviously I emptied them when I traded with the villagers last episode. So I'm actually going to remove these quickly, and I'm going to move them out the way, because what my plan is to set up a sorting system, like a miniature sorting system just for the farms. So the bamboo gets fed straight into the backside of this, and then we can actually set up the auto-smelter with the bamboo farm, and then we'll have a renewable source of smelting things. I managed to mess up my block placement there completely. Let's just use a chest to stand on. There we go. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, no, this seems like a good idea, because it will mean that all the items will be smelted before they then get put into this whole sorting system, which I'm really liking the idea of. So you guys, I'm going to start clearing a bit more space out, sorting a few bits out, and then I'll cut back when we're ready to sort out this system. And so I've prepped the area. Obviously I've moved all of the chests out of the way, and what we're going to do is I'm actually going to run that like that quickly, just so I have an area to move into. Okay, so we need to go into our shulker box, grab our hoppers, and first things first is going to be to place those in like that. Now we want a bit that goes in. What's the best way to do this? So we want to take out some of this, just so we've got an area to work with. Obviously it's important to make sure you give yourself enough space whenever doing any kind of redstone. Heavily advise that. So yeah, obviously we're gonna have a hopper that drops down where that cobble block is there, but what we need is so we need a block there, and then I'm trying to think, I haven't done one of these in so long. So comparator to get the signal from it, then it's going to be we probably want to have this block taken out, and then this will have to be one block further out. So in here we'll throw a repeater, then like so, take that out there. Yeah, this is all coming back to me now. That goes underneath there, so underneath the comparator. Then let's throw our cobble back in quickly. Then we'll just run the dust like that. So obviously this will get the signal from here, that sends it down. Dust powers, that powers the repeater, which then powers the torch off, which unlocks the hopper. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of things to think about when I'm doing that there. So that's going to drop down like that, but it's not going to have any kind of signal to check against yet. Let's just drop down. I forgot I didn't have my lighter on, and yeah, let's go quickly back up now that we've got a stack of bamboo. And I believe it's 41 blocks you need for this to work, but obviously a stack will just mean that it gets filtered through. So yeah, this will go into here. No, get out of the way. Okay, 42 will do. I'm not sure I've built that correctly. Surely it should only allow... Have I built this one too high? One sec. And that was probably the most embarrassing thing, guys. It was just this hopper. Yeah, as I said, I hadn't built one in a long time, and the rustedness purely kind of came out here, because that should have been facing this way, just so it wasn't facing straight down, and that's why all the blocks were leaking down into it. I've got some placeholder blocks which are also important for you guys to see. Those just stop any other items being filtered through in the system, and this means that it's going to be purely bamboo that gets into the system. Which is great news, because that means I can shove that in and get rid of half of it from my inventory, but it also means that we now have a working system. You know, I can throw as many... I probably shouldn't have thrown the placeholder blocks in, because I could use those elsewhere, but for point's sake, if you just come over here, you'll see these will all start to light up. I'm not entirely sure why that one's not lit up, but you get the point. You know, and as you can see, this starts to go through it pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think, yeah, as I say, I'm pretty happy with that. I think, though, what it's time to do is to get all of those items probably moving around, and we also need to work out a system, because obviously we're having a backlog of melons and bits like that in these hoppers up here. but we also need to work out a system where we can get items into the top of that. So yeah, we're going to clean this bit up a little bit, get those items out, and sort out maybe an item elevator. I think would probably be the best bet for getting things into there. So yeah, let's get started on that. And so I cleaned up the area down there. I threw in these bits that go around the edge so I can get greater access, and I threw in a chest there just to make sure that the items don't pile up. Now obviously you can see I've brought a whole row of hoppers out, and this is going to be where we work out what is smeltable and what isn't. Now at the moment we've only got cod and iron out of all the smeltable items. Obviously we can have like all the food things like beef, chicken, mutton, etc. But you could also have something like glass, gold ore, if I get a silk touch pickaxe, I guess, you know, diamond ore, bits like that. But for the moment, we're just going to set it up with the cod and the iron. So how am I going to do this? I think the best way for me to do it would be to run it in like that, and then yeah, I think probably like this. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Right. Now all I need to do is throw in some blocks like that. So we need to essentially do the same as we did last time, but I've got no repeaters. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I will have to go and make some more in a sec. Right, let's throw in the redstone torches. That's not why I'm throwing the comparators in there. The comparators need to go in here. And can we place that one? Yes, we can. Awesome. Then it goes like this. Okay, cool. So I just need to get myself 2 repeaters. Yeah, let's grab that. And well, we've actually got a whole bunch of resources here, so we might be able to. No, we still need another piece of smooth stone. That's the one. Where is it? There we go. Right, this should be enough to make the repeater. And then, or sorry, 2 repeaters actually. Yeah, there we go. Well, we made 11. That probably wasn't my wisest of things to do, but there we go. Okay, so we got those in place, and we got the torches in place. So this means that we can just connect this up like this. I'm actually going to move the doorway bit to here for now, and then we need to throw in the redstone dust that goes along there, up here. Awesome. That those are both facing the right way this time, and then all we need is some placeholder blocks. Yeah, I haven't got any of those. Let's take the 60 cobble that we have in our inventory. We'll go to the anvil. We'll rename those, because then that essentially changes it so they're no longer identical to a cobblestone block, which means that cobblestone won't get sucked into the system. I don't know how exactly to explain it, but the game treats it as different entities because of the fact it's named. Obviously the original one is named cobblestone, this will be named placeholder, and you don't have to name it placeholder. I just do it for general keeping sake, because then that way I know what's what and can follow the system pretty easily. Let's just eat real quick and then we'll hop back down the hole. Right, let's go down here again. And yeah, then we can quickly hop over here and we can place the placeholder blocks into these sections. So those go across there, and that should lock each one. As you can see, it doesn't get sucked out, which is quite cool. Then let's grab ourselves the iron and the cod. I'm probably going to put in the cod in that first position and then the iron in this second, just because I'll probably move the iron at a later date once I've got all the other things put in. I'd rather it be with like the gold down at that end. And yeah, they both get sucked down to 41, which you can see the excess has been thrown into the furnaces. So to kind of finish with today's episode is probably worthwhile us running up here and grabbing a whole bunch of iron, and then we can throw it into the hoppers and it will go into the super smelter, just to prove it kind of works. So let's grab all of that, and then let's grab the cod as well, and we'll go down here and we'll connect it up into this here, and as you can see it starts to go down, but obviously none of it goes to this end because it all gets sucked out into the system, which is quite cool. Let's just refill that, keep it stocked up, and yeah, so it should be all flowing down. Obviously the furnaces have probably run out of bamboo, which means that we now need to wait for the farms to replenish that. Yeah, let's double check in here, so there's nothing in there. And then the bamboo is funneling in, and what's going on then? Knowing me, it probably has worked. No, it has not. I'm not too sure what's going on then. So hold on, there we go, let's throw that in, and then that should get things moving again. Does it? No. Okay, great. Well, these get sucked out, which is fine, and we'll place that in there as well. Let's just run down here. Oh, it appears to be working. And there's nothing stuck in here, is there? What's going on here then? I see what's going on. Well, that was kind of foolish. So it's not quite gone to plan. I need to essentially move this back. Let's take these out quickly, just so we don't lose all of them. Essentially what's happened is when it's locking, obviously in order to unlock to sort items through, it needs to replenish, and it's replenishing with the wrong items. The best way to do this is probably take this from here and then that's not what I meant to do. Yep, okay, we've lost a whole bunch of torches. So we need to jump down there and fix that torch situation. There we go. That should be better now. Right, and then let's double check the system, because there should be some hoppers that have now got lodged into it, which we don't particularly want in there, as that will break the system. Where have they gone? There's one in there. There's another one. I mean, it is now pushing items through, which is kind of good. Where is the rest? Where is that, all of them? Yeah, there's all of them, okay. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it is now pushing them through the system and making it work, which is good. Right, we've got 8 hoppers to make this work. I think that's going to be the exact amount. So we need to feed it into here, and then do it like this. So those gone there, bang bang, Then, yeah, but it was the exact amount. Put that like that. Awesome. Okay. So that took a little bit of thinking about, but we sorted it. Is this gonna work? Yeah, it should do. Hopefully. I can't guarantee, but I'd like to think it's going to work. Come on, there we go. There we go. And then the redstone torches go in here. So that will lock these, but not these. Awesome. Then repeaters go in here. Like this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put the placeholder blocks in, which have gone through the system. Oh no. Please tell me. Yeah, we've got some more placeholders. For a second I thought we'd wasted them all. Right, so those go in place, and then the cod goes in there. Then placeholders, iron, which will get sucked out, and we see it going through, so it is working this time. Awesome, much better. And then that will get fed into there, which will go down, and as you see, the furnaces turn on. Awesome. Obviously it's low on bamboo, but that can be fixed at a later date. Yeah, okay, sick. So that is essentially the furnace system, at least the bare bones of it sorted. Obviously I'm going to work on it more off camera, try and get more of the different things for smelting, but that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.